Juan Luis Rubiales is an amazing magician. Recently, he performed an incredible knife trick on the Fula show. Many of our subscribers requested that we reveal this amazing magic trick performed by Juan Rubiales on the show, and in this video, that's exactly what we're going to do. You just need to keep supporting us like this, and we'll keep bringing you such amazing content. In this act, magician Juan and the show's judges, Penn and Teller, are on stage. Juan says he's going to show a brand new card trick that he recently invented. For this, he takes a deck of cards and pulls a knife from his pocket to open the deck. However, as he opens the card box, all the cards fall to the floor. Juan then says that since he doesn't have an extra deck, he will perform a knife trick instead of a card trick. Juan takes a white knife from his right hand to his left hand, but when he opens his left hand, the knife disappears. Then he takes another white knife from his pocket and holds it in his left hand. Now, he has a white knife in each hand, but the very next moment, the white knife in his right hand turns into a red knife. Juan then swaps the red knife to his left hand and the white knife to his right hand, but once again, the white knife turns red. He repeats this several times. Then, Juan asks what color the knife in his left hand should be if the red knife is in his right hand. Logically, it should be white, but surprisingly, it turns out to be green. After this, Juan places both the red and green knives on the table and takes a white knife from his pocket, placing it on the table too. So now, as you can see, there is one white, one green, and one red knife on the table. Juan then picks up the white knife in his left hand and the red knife in his right hand, but suddenly, the red knife starts turning white and completely transforms into a white knife. Not only that, but the white knife in Juan's left hand also turns red. Then, Juan picks up the green knife from the table and holds it in his left hand. He puts the white knife in his right hand into his pocket, but when he opens his left hand where the green knife was, everyone is shocked to see that the green knife has turned into a white knife. After that, Juan takes a green knife from his pocket and places it on the table. Now, once again, there is one white, one green, and one red knife on the table. Juan picks up all three knives in his left hand and covers them with a handkerchief. Then, he takes the white knife from under the handkerchief and places it on top of the cloth. But when he reveals the knives under the handkerchief, there is still a white and green knife, and the white knife on top of the handkerchief has turned red. Once again, Juan takes the green knife from under the handkerchief and places it on top. But when he shows the knife under the handkerchief, the green knife is still there, and the green knife on top has turned white. To top it all off, Juan hands all the knives to Judge Penn to check, proving that they are completely normal knives. Everyone is amazed after watching this act. But now, we are about to reveal the secret behind this incredible magic trick. Before that, if you enjoy our videos, make sure to support us. Like and share the video as much as possible, and subscribe to the channel to see more amazing magic reveals. Now let's dive into the secret behind this magic trick. For this act, Juan uses a total of 6 knives. The white knife Juan shows at the beginning is actually white on one side and red on the other. Juan has 3 more knives in his pocket. The first knife is white on one side and green on the other. The second knife is white on one side and half white, half red on the other. The third knife is completely green on both sides. In addition to these, Juan's handkerchief contains 2 hidden knives, one completely white and one completely red. Now, let's see how Juan uses these 6 knives to perform this amazing act. At the start, Juan holds a white knife that is actually white on one side and red on the other. Then, he takes another white knife from his pocket, but this one is white on one side and green on the other. Juan is an incredibly skilled magician. He handles the white and red knife in his right hand in such a way that it looks like he's showing both sides of the knife, but he's only pretending to flip it. In reality, he only shows the white side and then the red side, creating the illusion that the entire knife has changed color. Meanwhile, the knife in his left hand is white on one side and green on the other. By skillfully flipping the knives, Juan seamlessly makes the knife appear to change between red, green, and white. Next, Juan places the white, red, and white green knives on the table. He then takes out another knife from his pocket. This one is half white and half red on one side and completely white on the other. Juan then picks up the half-colored knife and the white-red knife in his right hand, ready to continue the act. After this, Juan pretends to place the white knife in his left hand and the red knife in his right hand. But in reality, he cleverly takes the half-red knife in his right hand and the white-red double-sided knife in his left hand. That's why Juan hides the tip of the knife while showing it. Then, Juan slowly reveals the white tip of the knife, making it look like the red knife is turning white. But as you now know, the knife is white on top and red on the bottom. The backside of the knife is completely white, so when Juan flips it, it appears like the knife has fully changed from red to white. Similarly, the white knife in Juan's left hand turns red, but now you know it's simply a matter of flipping the knife as it's white on one side and red on the other. After that, Juan picks up the green knife from the table. As you know, this knife is white on one side and green on the other. Juan simply flips the knife, making it seem like the green knife has turned into a white knife. At the same time, Juan puts the half-colored knife in his right hand back into his pocket and replaces it with a completely green knife, which he places on the table. Now, there are 3 knives on the table. 1 white-green knife, 1 white-red knife, and 1 fully green knife. Juan then takes a handkerchief from his pocket and covers all 3 knives. As we mentioned earlier, the handkerchief secretly contains 1 completely red and 1 completely white knife. Juan picks up the white-red knife and places it on top of the handkerchief. But when he removes the handkerchief and shows the knives underneath, there's 1 white and 1 green knife. However, as you now understand, these are the white-green and fully green knives. Meanwhile, the white knife on top of the handkerchief magically turns red. As you now know, the white-red knife simply flipped, so its red side is facing up. Similarly, Juan takes the white-green knife and places it on the handkerchief with the green side facing up, which seemingly turns into a white knife. But now you know that this white-green knife just flipped, revealing the white side. If you watch closely, you'll see that Juan cleverly takes the fully red and fully white knives hidden in the handkerchief, along with the fully green knife he was holding, into his right hand. This way, the 2 double-sided knives remain hidden inside the handkerchief, which Juan secretly puts back into his pocket. By the end of the act, when Juan hands the knives to Penn for inspection, they are just 3 completely normal knives, 1 red, 1 green, and 1 white. Everyone is left amazed by the performance, but now you know the secret behind this incredible magic trick. We work really hard to bring you amazing magic reveal videos like this, so make sure to like the video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss any upcoming video notifications.